Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special episode for our 2025 RMU's fashion show, which is the designer showcase. And today, I have this honor, and I am super happy that our dear Lisa, she is gonna coming back for our youth fashion show for the second year. So, hi, Lisa. How are you?
Hi Gina. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing? You look fabulous. I love your jacket.
Oh, oh, thank you.
Okay, so for the audience, because since you know this, what we are talking here, gonna streaming worldwide. So for the people who don't know who you are, will you tell us a little about like who you are, where you're from, and what you specialize in, and let's start from there.
Okay, hi, I'm Lisa Space. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I'm a youth kids clothing designer.
Great. So I got to know you through Kevin, our dear friend Kevin. Shout out Kevin. Actually, it was his birthday 2 days ago. I think it's on Saturday. Is his birthday. So last year you came in as our like designer for our 2024 youth fashion show. How many years you been doing the youth designer?
I've been doing the designer clothes for youth probably about this will be my ninth year.
Wow, ninth year. Okay, so
Yeah,
we have many years to go, collaborating. Okay, okay.
yeah.
So I have so many questions because I'm so excited because when I like last year when Kevin shared us with your information, I went to check your profile and I saw those youth models. I don't have words for them. How would you describe your youth model? And did you train them? Where how you work with them? Did you train them?
Yes, now I started model training with them to teach them how to properly walk, how to properly pose, just help them build their confidence, for them when they get on stage, um, when they,
Yes.
walking the runway. I help them build their self-esteem. That's what I do. I help them build their self-esteem. So we have a little modeling class that we do twice a month. Um, and we train. We do a whole lot of stuff in the training.
Perfect. Yeah, just started to train them, not say professional wise, but every year, actually, our youth fashion show, we have couple trainings. So now this year, we actually brought some adult models from Detroit area to our area to train with our youth models because we want them to, to see different people walking and, try to work with them. But we will be more on that. So tell us a little bit like what made you start this journey to be a youth designer and why specific with youth? I mean, of course, you can design with adults, but I think that's your niche, right? Tell us a little bit about why.
Yeah, how I got started training with the youth is crazy. I had I got two nieces um that that was getting bullied in school,
Mm,
and so they felt like they were like ugly, and they just didn't have no confidence in it because they say the kids call me ugly, um and they bully me all the time. So I was like, I'm gonna turn y'all into some models. I said that's what I'm gonna do. I said I'm gonna try to get y'all in the show, um, so y'all
wow.
can model, and then y'all can be models, and then y'all can go back to school and y'all can show everybody that hey, I'm a model. So I submitted their information until to the show, which is it's a young lady. Her name is Naima.
Yeah.
She's with Young Socialite. She's a real big designer here in Detroit. And they didn't get picked. They didn't get picked. So I contacted her and asked like, hey, well, how can I get in to
Yeah.
be a designer and can I bring my own kids with me? And she was like, yeah, but I had to pick some of her kids also. So I didn't know the first thing about designing, nothing. So I ended up but I was gonna get them in this show. So
I,
I ended up making some distress looks, and I took five little girls with me. I took my two nieces and I took three other little girls with me. When I tell you that that was the best thing that I ever could have did because that made me want to work with kids.
I mean, I had
So
no idea that was the story you start your journey. I literally I had no idea. I never asked you this question, but wow.
Yeah, that's what started my journey. That started me building kids kids confidence because
Yeah.
I never knew them how my nieces they felt like they were ugly. So I started so once we did the show, it just took off and everybody just started asking me to do shows and I didn't know like first thing about uh doing no clothes
Girl, you
or
are you are something. Okay, then I think with our show, I am youth fashion show. I feel that now I even have more a deeper connection there, right? Our goal is
right,
literally, for prepare the kids to be confident, but everybody see confident is very differently. So like this year we chose five. That I didn't choose it. I mean, like if for me to choose, I would definitely choose what's my personal five. So we put out a survey in the community to gather those answers. So now the five I shared with you. I'm confident, I'm unique, I'm enough, I'm kind, and I'm loved is the top five voted. Of course, I think I'm confident is top one, and then like I think I'm kind of unique. They are kind of like all similar likewise. So I didn't know your story, but now like we actually I see more connection here, right? And you are
right,
always when you ask me, can you bring your girls? I was yeah, you last year you brought three, and then this year you're gonna bring eight, right? So tell us a little
right.
bit with this five theme. Of course we are when we go through this fashion show, we will go through five themes. So what do you think in the youth right now? Like what I am, you feel like personally, you feel like we need to infuse more of that I am. Let's say of course I'm confident, right? But like I'm surprised people choose like not surprised. I'm actually my daughter chose I am enough. And I asked her, I was like, why you choose enough? She's like, well, when if you have I am enough is a combination of all the other I am. So if you feel you are enough, you will feel kind of special or I'm confident. But that's her answer. But from from a like designer, because now our five I am themes, like which five I am, you probably will be more focused on to, boost the kids' confidence, and help them to prepare them.
I chose I am confident. I chose that for us. It would be good if y'all could have added I am beautiful
Oh yeah,
to it
I'm
too.
confident and beautiful. We can, it's just yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's a great suggestion because you mentioned that a lot. Actually, we want to actually when we introduce your line, your clothing line, your model, we probably have the host, our MC, to add this message into it. I had no idea that's why you started this like designer
Yep,
journey,
that's the
and I think it's very important. A lot of kids they actually don't feel people will bully, especially their teeth or skin color or however their
yeah.
hair, and when they think they are ugly, there's actually their self-esteem, their super, and of course they don't have confidence, right? Of course they're gonna feel like I'm not good enough. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because my nieces would cry to me. I did an experiment with them because I had a group. I used to do a youth group, and I would have my models come to the group. I did an experiment with them to where I gave each kid a mirror, and
Mm,
I told them to look in the mirror and tell me what you see
yeah.
when you look in the mirror. And I was like so shocked, like how many kids don't believe that they're beautiful and um that they're loved. It was just like I did not know like so many kids suffer with like self-esteem issues. So this is why I do the modeling stuff because I want to build the kids confidence. I don't even make any money like doing any of this stuff. I
Mm.
just do it because I love it and I love putting the kids on the runway and I love when you put them on the runway how they just light up and then they come back and tell you, I did it, I did it, I did
I know.
it.
The three girls you brought over last year and versus our models, like that set of the clothing, we when I sent out it for the press release, those photos used the most because it's just like the word came to us, especially fierce confidence. That's the theme come in, and that's why I was like, okay, we need to invite you back because even kids they didn't see that side of them. They usually they
Right.
don't see that side. That's why I like modeling, is because every time I wear different outfit, I show me different version of me. I was like, oh, Gina, you have this version that I you didn't even know, right? So I think the kids they taste it. I asked, ask them, oh, what's your favorite outfit, or what's the one that make you, feel which way. They share, the flower one. They don't know the name, but they just know the flower one, and then, it's really good. So, for like this year's show, when we're looking back last year, do you have any highlights share with us? Because you are the returning champion, a returning designer. Okay, share with us a little bit, because people is like, when we share this interview out there, just let people know this is not our first, this is our third year, right? But you are coming back as second year. What was your one of the highlights or some feedback give to us?
I like the one when y'all had the little girl when she was dancing.
Yeah.
Um, she did her little dance routine, and then the other little girl that was I guess she was like in a beauty pageant.
Yes.
She, yeah, those was like a couple of my was my big highlights that I liked. I liked to see the kids. She was so confident when she was dancing, and the other little girl, she was so confident when she was walking down. She had her little beauty pageant what you call the little sash
Yes,
on and her
yes,
little
yes.
crown.
She's
Yeah.
coming back. They're so busy, like because they are dancing competitions. This year we have a lot of dance competition when we have casting calls. So I'm like, next year I have to even check, oh, dance competition, soccer competition. But yeah, the dancer, I think her name is Ava. I think she's also one of the model that you're gonna work with her. That was some
Okay.
stories that I didn't know, because last year she was dancer. She was not even our model. So this year she came in, applied, and I interviewed her. And that time I realized she is the model. She is the dancer on the screen. I had no idea.
Oh, okay.
And I asked her
Yeah,
why.
she
She's
did
like,
such a
well,
great.
yeah, she's like, I saw those models walking on the runway. That moment, I want to try, because I don't know. I want to try. And then she also applied to be youth ambassador. I was like, that's are the things that we are doing. I know when this thing happens, I know that we are doing something right. When people say, okay, I want just like be them because they seems confident, I want try. And I think that's, as founder of the organization, as you the designer, you literally have good heart to, not making money, but you want to make this impact, to let them know, hey, you are beautiful, you are enough, right? Yeah. So this year, what you most excited about?
I'm excited that that it's gonna be streaming. And I get a chance to see some more beautiful faces, and it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger. So I'm looking forward to like meeting some new kids and touching grounds with other kids.
Yeah, yeah. Just,
So
just let you know, if you do some shows, like, you need some, kids from us too. We are nonprofit organizations. That's why it's very different as, some for profit or whatever. We are literally, we have a lot of youth programming our organizations. As youth fashion show, this is one of them. And we not just have the fashion show, we actually start to uh, teach the kids, like, skincare, because they are 11, 12 years old kids, like my daughter. She started to do makeup. I'm like, girl, you gotta wash your face, but they don't listen to their mother.
yeah, they don't, and I teach that in my modeling class too, because I make my own natural products,
I don't
skincare
know.
products.
You should come over,
Yeah,
do maybe like which day you're gonna come over. I think probably come over on the like rehearsal day. We have a hotel right next to the mall. Like literally, you can
okay,
walk there. And I feel like
okay,
at the rehearsal, things like that. It's also like, again, but you make your own skincare. A lot of skincare product all there have a lot of chemical, right? And they use skin as they are very sensitive, especially they are start 14, 15, their hormone level, stuff like that. Like I would love to know more of that too.
yeah, yep. I use all natural products in my stuff. So yeah, I can help them out too. I can have them try some stuff out
Okay,
because I
yeah.
noticed too, like when they start getting older, they do have tend to have like a lot of acne and stuff like that.
Okay. So to wrap this up, I have few fun question for you for so people can know you a little bit, okay? So if you use
Okay.
3 words to describe yourself, what would that be?
Uh, um, kind
Mhm.
and loving.
Okay, that's two. What is three? I need three.
I did three.
Oh,
I said motivated.
okay.
I'm a
Kind.
loving person. Kind is like the same as loving. And outgoing.
Outgoing. Okay, great. So I let you pass on that one. Okay. So second question is, if
Okay.
you could go back a time to say to meet little Lisa, what you gonna say to
Uh-huh.
her? If you go back to say, meet the 5 years old Lisa, what you gonna say to her?
Pick your head up. Everything is gonna be okay. You're gonna be an awesome, great person when you get older.
All right. Now you have 30 seconds to say whatever you want to say to the audience. You can say anything about your passion, about your girls, about to say any messages to whoever's watching or other kids that, didn't feel they were beautiful or they are doubting themselves. However you want to go. This 30 seconds is for you.
Okay. I just want y'all to know that it's okay to be different. It's okay to be different. I want you to love yourself. If you're going through something, make sure like you talk to somebody because you never know it's other people that's that can be in your shoes too. So it's okay to love yourself. It's okay to be shy. It's nothing wrong with being shy, but just love yourself and just shoot for your dreams. Whatever you want to do out there, just go ahead, shoot for it. Just throw it out there and just hey, let the universe take it over.
Yes, shoot for your dreams and then one step at a time. And then I always tell the people is like, if you want to be a model, you got to start to get into the application, start training, start go on a walk. Nobody born to be superstar. And then I always tell people, you do not need to born in New York to be on in New York fashion show. You can born in wherever you want to be, but do not, trust yourself, right? Trust yourself. So thank you,
And,
Lisa,
and if
and thank you for the
you
audience
welcome,
for tune in this, special showcase for our designers for our 2025 IMU's fashion show. And our show will be happening on June 14th. It's a Saturday at the Bay City Town Center. And we're going to have around 50 models, and we have designers, vendors, live music, and all the fun. So come to Bay City. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Unawigo or Gina and Yana. That's my name. And or our email info@unawigo.org or unawigo.org. So we will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lisa.